Baby's first influencer event. Is that true? Baby's second influencer event. I don't know. But I'm rushing so bad because I forgot to put on my nails and I have to leave in like 15 minutes. So I have these press-ons, thank God. But I wanted to tell you a story about the worst nail salon I've ever been to in my entire life, located in Pearland, Texas. But one time I went to this nail salon. I think it was called like, I'm gonna say the names. They tormented me. Maybe I'm not gonna say the names. I might bleep this out. Oh my god, my fingers are stuck together. Oh, no. But one time I went to this nail salon to get a manicure. This girl, this nail tech, I guess just had my worst interests at mind. She was cutting my cuticles. She cut a little bit too much and my finger started bleeding. And when I was putting on the glue for these nails, that reminded me that when my finger started bleeding, she tried to apply some pressure and get it to stop bleeding, but it didn't work. My finger was a little bit of a gusher. It wasn't gushing like crazy, but it was bleeding. And when my finger wouldn't stop bleeding, she decided to glue my skin together with nail glue, like the nail glue I'm using here, you know, that you just saw my fingers get really, really stuck with. And I'm really annoying, but I'm the client that stares when you're doing my nail. I'll be like, the entire time. I'm gonna learn. That's how I learned how to do my own nails, because I stare when I get my nails done. And this entire time, I'm just like, what is going on here? Like, this is the worst manicure I think I've ever received so far, and you know what? I just let her do her thing. I wasn't gonna say anything. I wanted to leave. So I let her do my manicure, and I paid and I left. And I know that everyone's gonna be like, why did you pay? Why didn't you say anything at the nail salon? I'm afraid of confrontation. And I am so mad. And I normally don't leave reviews for things unless I really like them or I really hate them. And I really hated my experience. So I went and wrote a very long review talking about how poor my experience was. And then after I wrote my review, I was so frustrated still that I called my brother and I started talking to him, and then I just started crying my eyes out. I'm a crybaby when it comes to frustration, not like sadness, happiness, no. When I'm frustrated, that is when I cry. So I was crying my eyes out. My brother was like, just come home and we'll deal with it then. My brother's like, you know what, let's like call the nail salon and see if we can get a refund, because I spent a pretty penny while I was there, you know, like I was getting my nails done. We call the nail salon and I'm telling them about my experience, and the man is just so rude to me, telling me that I'm not a good customer, that I don't know, that I shouldn't have left that review, and that someone mature would have said something, and pretty much putting all the blame on me and not on his weirdo technician that decided to glue my skin shut to keep it from bleeding. And so that made it worse, and eventually like I was just getting so frustrated that I handed the phone to my brother, and my brother talked to him, and they were like, okay, come to the salon and you can come and get a refund, but you have to delete the negative review off of Google. So I did. You know, I wasn't gonna fight it more. I wanted my refund. I wanted my like $40 back, right? So I go and I delete the review, and the guy's like, don't make a review, we'll refund you, but don't leave that review, whatever. He's like, don't put the review back again, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was just happy to get my refund, so I left. And that was the end of that. But now I am still angry, like 3 years later, so I'm making my freaking TikTok about it. And that experience was the worst nail salon experience I've ever had. Instead of, I don't know, stopping the manicure and being like, hey, your finger's bleeding too much, they glued my finger shut. It was just a whole thing. So if you're ever in Pearland, Texas, and you want to go to this nail salon, don't go. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go and get your manicure there. Thank you. Anyways, here's the press-on manicure. I definitely have glue all over my hands. I also had glue all over my hands at the nail salon, so, you know, if they can do it, so can I, right?